It's personal.
You think I'm gonna let them talk about y'all and it ain't gonna be personal? You think I'm gonna let them doubt y'all and it ain't gonna be personal? It's personal for real. Don't wanna hear no more talking. Let's do it. How about it?
You got to feel that energy inside of you that we're coming.
Oh my!
Touchdown, Colorado!
All you want is an opportunity to win. And darn it, I'm gonna give you that.
I don't know, y'all. I thought I was hosting a morning show, but I think it just turned into prime time.
Yeah.
Give it up for our guy, Coach Prime.
There we go.
Oh, yes.
Almonds.
Who's joining us on behalf of California Almonds, because being prime is all about eating right.
Eating right, looking right, feeling
Look good,
right.
feel
Look at the
good.
skin. Ain't no makeup. This me. That's all.
Yeah, talk it.
This
Absolutely.
me.
Talk
That's
it.
right. That's what California almonds do. Our recovery is unbelievable, baby.
Coach Prime, how we feeling? How we
I'm
doing?
feeling real good.
Okay, I want to dive in personal agenda.
Let's go.
I'm a diehard Giants fan, in case you didn't know.
Okay.
We need a quarterback.
And
You had the son, Shedeur Sanders. Our Mel Kiper Jr. has him as the top-ranked quarterback in
hey, he
his draft
should.
class.
You said it like it was a surprise.
I'm just wondering.
You said it like it's a surprise.
I'm just wondering what would be a good landing spot for Shedeur.
Whatever. I'm gonna put
Thank
this in,
you.
I'm gonna put this in,
Cosign.
I'm gonna put this in God's hands. Because sometimes we desire things that ain't right for us.
Yep.
So whether he goes 1, 2, or 3, he's exceeded all expectations.
Yeah.
We wasn't praying for one.
Yeah.
We were praying that, we want to go in the first round in the pros.
Yeah.
Now he allowed me to understand that he wants to top his daddy. So his daddy was,
gotta go 1
his
through
daddy was the 5th pick.
Yeah.
So he wants to go 1 through 4.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a praying woman right now. I feel like it's
You go ahead.
God's will that he should be in New York, that biggest stage.
That's a good spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the question always comes down to, Cam, what's your deal with Shedeur,
Yeah.
right? And you know how I feel about you. You know how I feel about Shiloh. You know how I feel about Shedeur. Can you really give us the take, right, for your protection of you're not doing anything different than any other father would do?
Well, I'm a black father. That's
Yes, sir.
different. we haven't seen him in that role get glorified and get magnified
Yeah.
for being there.
Yes, sir.
So that's the case. Not only that, I'm a hands-on father with a lot of understanding on where my son is going. I was there for 14 years. I worked for the NFL Network for another 14, 15. I know what I'm doing in that field, and I know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody in that sport. So,
Why is it that it's a problem? Because Shedeur said, look, I didn't know it was a problem to have your dad in your life. I didn't know it was a problem for your parents to want what's best for their child. Normally, that's what we do. We try to do everything
It's
we
us.
possibly can to put our kids in the best position.
Right.
If they can't get a scholarship, we pay for them to go to
well,
college.
it was a problem for LeVar Ball. It's a problem for LeBron.
Yeah.
It's a problem for Prime. Who else is it a problem for? Because I don't see it other places, but I see it on this side. I'm just being the father that God called me to be. Don't get mad at me because I'm there. You're supposed to clap right there, and that was a moment.
But you've always been that time.
Right.
We went to the hall together, and you got there late because you were playing football games
right.
all the way from Dallas. All
I
the
was
way up
Coach
to
Prime before they knew I was Coach Prime.
You were.
So that's what I was doing, playing ball and coaching my kids and just mentoring and loving on these other kids, like what Cam does with his 7-on-7 teams.
Yes, sir. Like this is my question to you, Coach, because it's like, do you think you'll be a better coach without the emotional attachment, or how does that look like for you in the locker room moving forward?
It's not that I would be a better coach. That now I think is a lot of more freedom because I'm not playing two roles. I'm playing one singular role. Just the best head coach of the Colorado Buffaloes I can be. I don't have the aspect of worrying about a son now.
Yeah.
Or sons. So I don't have to, I'm looking at him, but I'm checking Shiloh. I'm looking at him, but I'm checking Shedeur. No. Now I'm just, and don't forget about Bucky because he got the camera. He looking at all of us. So now I'm really just loving on these other kids and just trying to be there for them in every aspect of life. So I think it's going to make me a better coach in
And you
that
brought
aspect.
in Marshall Faulk.
Oh, yeah. Yes, we did.
I like that move.
time. But this is the first
Andre Garage.
And he already has Warren Sapp. Let's not forget that.
time. This is the first time that you're going to actually coach a game Well, one year you coached. I think one year before Jackson State, you didn't have Shedeur.
No. You're right. The last game in Colorado last season, I didn't have Shedeur in our last game. Shedeur has started every game in high school,
Right.
every game in college except one, and he's prepared for this next level and this journey that he's about to go on. I think he's the most equipped. He's had, Cam, the 7 different offensive coordinators.
Yes, sir.
And, a line that was always criticized and scrutinized, but he still stood and delivered. I think he's the best one for the job for any city, and he's the most equipped. Oftentimes, we draft these quarterbacks that been on these elite teams. Now they get in a situation where it's not as conducive to their success.
For sure.
And they choke. He's always been up under criticism. He's always been scrutinized. He's never had the best of, but he's made the best of. So I think he's the most
That
qualified.
last name is what draws the criticism.
That last name is just like Sharpe and Smith, Molly, and Cam. Our names just make people have you got to have an opinion. When they say something about us, there's always an opinion associated with it. That means we're provoking change, and I like that.
Let me chime in with a statement and then a question. First of all, statement. You brought up LeBron James. You brought up LeVar Ball. You brought up yourself. The one thing that I want to say is that in this nation, on too many occasions, we've lamented black fathers, the absence of black fathers and all of this other stuff. So I find it very, very ironic that when that's not the case with those 3 men that I mentioned, all of a sudden it's a problem. In other words, y'all won't say it, I'll say it.
Say it.
Those in America who think differently, you kiss our ass. That's number one.
I ain't saying that. Steve ain't said that. I'm letting all my sponsors know I ain't say that.
That's right. Now, having said that, let me say this to you. The question about Shedeur, they talk about his poise, his moxie.
Yeah.
Cool under pressure, ice water in his veins, all of that kind of stuff. They do question his arm strength.
How?
And it's good. This is what I'm just telling you what they say.
But I'm saying how?
Comparing him to Cam Ward, for example, in terms of the first quarterback being taken in the draft. They say arm strength and they say mobility. To that, those 2 question marks, you say what about your son on the next level?
Don't make sense. I don't think he's ever been questioned in a game with the strength of his arm. Shedeur is highly accurate. I think he's had the highest completion percentage in college football last year and has never slipped down below, I think, 68% completion percentage in his whole tenure as a college athlete. And what was the second one?
The mobility.
Mobility, his escapability is tremendous. No, he's not. He's not Lamar. He's not that, but he can get out of the pocket and give his line more time. He's done that a numerous amount of times. But the main thing, Stephen, he's smart.
Yes.
God, he's smart. He understands the game. He takes the level of his teammates. We've always got into a situation where we took nothing and turned it into something. That's just who we are.
As a football player, what are you most proud of about him? His ability or intelligence
his
or
character? His character.
That's where I was going.
His character. Because when I ain't looking, I know who he is. When I'm not there, I know who he is. When the game is on the line, I know who he is. When the lights are on him and everybody's praising and clapping for him, I know who he is. He's going to be consistently who he is. Now, he has some swagger. He inherited that.
Yes.
All that. Matter of fact, he bought me this for my birthday last. I don't even know what it is. I don't know what it is, but they told me it was expensive. I promise you, I'm not a watch guy. I don't know what it is, but I do know how to tell.
Yo, I got a question though. I've always said this. Coach Prime is the greatest gem to college football.
Thank you, Cam.
Superseding Nick Saban. Why? It's because the relatability, right? When you look at the sport of football as a whole, we know what ethnicity and race dominates that.
Right.
When you have a guy that comes into a living room, sits on your couch, talks to your mom, talks to your dad, and they're able to relate heart to heart, and you know that. That's why I say you're the greatest gem to college football. With that being said, this era of college football is solely based off of cha-ching.
Right.
NIL.
Yeah.
How has that impacted your strategy to recruit, coach, as well as with the transfer portal?
Well, when kids come to play for me in Colorado, they came to play for me and the coaching staff that we assembled. They hadn't come to play for money because I let them know that will maintain you. That pro contract is going to sustain you. So we're chasing that thing. And I don't attract those type of kids that's playing for a bag. I attract those type of kids that's just playing because they love the game.
Right.
That's what I want. I don't like that other thing. That other thing has disrupted a lot of things because kids nowadays are choosing a bag rather than a situation in a place that's more conducive to their success.
Is that why we see the jumping around? You know, I'm here for a year, I'm there for a year.
Yeah.
It seems like they take you, like you said, they take the bag, which might not be the best situation,
Right.
but they offer the most security as far as
At that
financially.
point, because now parents are involved.
Oh, okay.
Once upon a time, our parents just prayed for us and couldn't wait till we got to the next level. And if we chose to bless them, they received the blessing.
Right.
Now, these parents are navigating every darn thing. They want theirs off the top.
Gotcha.
And that's not proper. And I feel bad for these kids. And some of the agents that have attached themselves to these young men is very unfortunate. I wish they took a class on financial literacy. That should be mandatory in college sports as well as high school.
Let's get to you personally in this regard.
Okay.
You were rumored about the Dallas Cowboys job. I felt I would have loved for you to be in the SEC personally. Even that's before they were losing and they didn't show up in the national
Why you
championship
keep
game.
thinking that SEC is more beautiful than any other?
I said before.
But it is,
before,
though.
not now.
No, it's not.
Not now.
No, it's not.
No. Hold on. Stay with me.
We're not from the
Not
South,
only
we're
that,
not.
when they mentioned Florida State, I didn't want to hear nothing about it. I said they had their chance.
Wow.
They had their chance.
Preach.
So where are you now, Prime, in terms of, are you at Colorado? I know you love it there. I know you appreciate what they've done for you, but I also know how loyal you are. Is it about loyalty and the fact that they took a chance on you and showed the faith in you? Is that your affinity to them? Or is it more than that?
I don't think they took a chance because there's a difference between a chance and an opportunity.
Got it?
I'm an opportunity. I'm not a chance. Let's get that straight. That's right. I love Colorado. I'm not using them as a stepping stone to land anywhere else. I absolutely love it there. I love my Rick George. I love everything about the city, the town, the school, the campus. I love everything about the community. It is this. I like it because it's our thing. You know what we built around is our thing. The coaching staff is impeccable, laced with a plethora of people that have matriculated from the NFL, and I love that environment. So I love the college game. I really do. It was funny that Coach Belichick and I gave out the Coach of the Year last year. We were just talking about recruiting. I said, Coach, I heard you've been in folks' living rooms. Isn't that crazy to think about Bill Belichick in someone's living room?
Yeah.
That's crazy, but I'm happy that he's just hiding.
What I heard, Stephen A., I don't know if you heard the same
Elevated
thing I heard,
college
is that hey, I love being there. Hey, Rick, you need to drop that bag on him.
Say it again.
That's what I heard. I heard that. I heard everything.
Say it again.
There we go.
Rick, drop the bag on him.
Right now.
He loves being there.
Yeah.
Cam,
Really does.
I'm sorry, Cam. Dan, let me ask you this, though. As far as that Cowboys job, and I know that your true calling is mentoring young men, and that's why you love the college game. And you said that you would only jump into the NFL potentially if it was to coach your sons.
That's right.
That was the quote that I heard.
It didn't stutter.
But you're a Cowboys legend, and that's a unique job. So I'm curious, when you had the conversation with Jerry, how interested
It was
were
good.
you?
It
Were
was
you actually? Because we
intriguing. It was
were
intriguing.
intrigued by it, covering
It's
sports.
intriguing. It
Yeah.
was intriguing. Just even Jerry sat right behind me last night, and we hugged and embraced it. We just laughed our butts off because we knew
Yeah.
what was behind the curtains. It's intriguing. Now, I did think about it, like what are the possibilities, but I think at this point in time, I'm called to the college game. I'm called to the young men. I'm called to those cities, those towns, those communities. That's who I'm called for. The way I'm walking to pray, to make sure my steps are guided by the Lord, to make sure I'm making the proper decision based on His will, not mine. Because sometimes we get a little greedy, we get a little antsy, we start thinking, man, I get a helicopter, I can fly from the property to work every day, I can land right by Jerry. You start thinking that crazy stuff instead of thinking the reality of the time and the moment and what those young men in Colorado mean to me.
Time. I know you're coaching college kids, and I still believe college is a lot easier to coach than the pros because those kids are trying to get to where the pros already are.
Right.
See, a guy that's making money, it's hard to tell him when he's already making money.
That's true.
As opposed to somebody like what we grew up hungry, trying to get there. We listen to everything the coach say. How difficult is it? How difficult is it now to coach in the NFL? You think, with the money that they're being
I
made?
think it's a challenge, but you got to attract your GM. You got to attract those men that love the darn game. See, we could measure athleticism. We could measure height and weight. We have that at the combine. But there's no way to measure that heart, man. And that heart, it tells on itself by the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. You got to hear and think and see what these people are talking about, what they're saying to themselves. And those are the kind of guys that I attract. Even in college, players don't sit across from me and ask me about no NIL or ask me about no collective. I don't do that. I'm like, it's over. Get him out. Get him off the list. I don't want it. That's how it goes down in Colorado. Talk to me about football. Talk to me about the X and O's. Talk to me about your life. Talk to me about your family. Talk to me about your hope and your dreams and your admirations and your adulation. Talk to me about that kind of stuff. Don't talk to me about no bag. Because if you balling, you doing your thing, the bag is going to find you. You don't have to help me try to find the bag.
Absolutely. All right, Prime, we got to let you roll. But could you tell us what you're doing with
California
almonds?
I love them. I don't just put my face on anything just because. I believe in it. I love it. Healthy for me, a snack for me. I'm still lean and mean. I'm trying to look like everybody on the set. Stephen, hey, I'm proud of you, dog. I'm proud of you, dog. Look at you, looking all lean and mean. But it helps me in every way. Helps the skin, helps the whole thing in my recovery time because I'm still trying to run. I'm still trying to get there. I'm not, like Shannon saying, I'm not 10 toes down. I'm 8, but I'm getting there.
Man, what's in that tackle box? That's a fishing tackle box.
Yeah, it's a fishing tackle box. But we can,
Here we go.
Wow.
yeah,
I got you.
yeah, and it's
Okay.
yeah, okay, and yeah,
I like that.
yeah.
I like that.
Now that's an almond.
That works.
Prime, so good to see you. Thank
Good
you
to
so
see
much
you
for
all.
being here with
God
us.
bless you all. Thank you. I
Yes,
love
you
what y'all
too.
doing.